I was born in D-I-X-I-E. I said, Mardi Gras, old big town, making all them parties, they could go round. See these folks pass right flat on the ground bridge. That's Mardi Gras in my hometown.
And they were on their way to the Keys to make their 14th play the Keys. Andy and Barry Donald.
This song is about Mr. Joe Kilcrest, Floribama. Hell of a concept. And it's also about the old town around. Anybody here remember the old bar Sam and Shines?
Hell yes.
It comes up in the song. Any of you that are offended by sexually explicit language can go stand out in the street.
Does anybody remember the Cutty Sark?
Yes, it still exists.
The bar, the Dirty Bird at Gulf Shores, the Cutty Sark.
Oh,
it was a bar.
The
Yeah.
Cutty Sark in Pensacola. Am I that far out too? Please, we tune because we care, and I can't stand it. That was a cool.
I wanted to go straight across the ball street.
That makes it feel sharp.
You don't do it wrong.
Oh wait, that pretty one is in. Pretty. Okay. Real easy. It's all about the lyric. Well, I met her at Alabama. Oh God, she was tall. She could open the heaven's gates without leaving earth at all. Well, she was mighty fine to look at. Whoa, I mean, mighty fine to see. But she called me honey, spent all my money, and made a big old fool out of me. She was not the first one, and I hope she won't be the last. But hey, ain't it funny what the skies will do for this little old piece of... Well, her name was Marie. Oh, she lived down by the sea. She had a coon-ass smile, she was Cajun white. Said she just crazy about me. Well, I took her dirty dancing. Oh, we made all the big hot spots. We met her husband in the parking lot of Sam and Shines. She was not the first one. Hope she won't be the last. Ain't it funny what us guys will do for just a little old piece? Now she was something like 18. I mean a real homecoming queen. Her daddy was a sheriff in our town. Well, I took her to McDonald's. We went parking down by the shore. That's where Daddy found us, and I can't go back home no more. But she was not the first one, and I hope she won't be the last. Hey, ain't it funny what us guys will do for just a little old... Now Jeannie's got some biggin'. Kathy's got some too, y'all know those people. Francie, she got little ones. They wasn't old enough to go to school. Well, Francie called me over. Said, come on, hon, we're gonna have some fun. Francie's big-eyed little ones told her daddy just what we done. She was not the first one, and I hope she won't be the last. Man, ain't it funny what us guys will do for just a little peace of mind. Who's next? Who's next? Frank.
We're looking at you.
Mr. Frank. Frank. Okay, well then Ted. I'll be back later.
Yeah! Hey, Andy, I just told the whole story of how I met you to these people.
It is probably mostly true.
Some of it.
Just turn it down to zero.
Barry gets up here.
Ted's on his way up.
Barry's a teacher. He went back to school, got grade school.
Oh, grade school?
Where is he? He's in Vermont or New Hampshire.
The second one out.
He gave up on he's in Costa Rica. Somehow, yeah.
I finally tasted that Karen always drinks a beer
Check.
with Vermont. Alright, well listen, I always thought, oh my God, that's fucking brilliant. But I had
Your time was good. Rodney, we quit drinking, smoking, partying, had a spleen.
All right, I'm gonna tell the story.
Big ordeal with party.
This song is a story in a song. This tells the story of what happened on the night of February the 17th, 1864. And what happened was a little submarine called the H.L. Hunley, which was built in Mobile, Alabama, went out right through Breach Inlet, right off Charleston Harbor, about 4 miles out into the Atlantic Ocean, and sank the Housatonic, the USS Housatonic, which was a USS Navy ship back in the Civil War. This happened right before the war ended, and it's actually the first submarine. There was other submarines built in other countries and other people, but this is the first one to actually sink a mighty warship. Changed the face of warfare. And anyway, this is called That Little Submarine.
Maybe I barely did. It sounds yeah. My mom finally came to the realization about a couple of years ago. Aren't you glad you went sailing when you were young? I said, yeah, but if you'll remember, you didn't want me to go to sailing. I was supposed to go to college and get a job and do this and do that. Well, fine relative for a 81-year-old lady, Still smoking.
There we go.
And that's what'll kill her, She ain't gonna quit,
All right, here we go. That Little Submarine, This is a 3-minute history lesson on what happened. In 1862, 'twas between the gray and blue. Down in Dixieland, look away. The South was a-feeling the heat from the Union naval fleet when the warships came and blocked the southern trade. Later on in '63, they were working secretly to build a submarine and break the North's blockade. She was fitted out in Mobile and sent to Charleston on the train. The H.L. Hunley is her name. She ran out with the tide and defied. Oh, glory, now her story can finally be told. That little submarine became a war machine when she went out from Charleston Harbor, where the water was deep and dark and cold. Hey, the water was dark and cold. On a warm and cold and winter's night, Hunley set her sights to a Union warship out beyond the bay. She moved out through the dark and swiftly hit the mark, sank the Housatonic where she lay. Now the years have come and gone, and through memory and song, the rebel yell still echoes across the bay. She went into a dive to wave the rising tide as she slowly drifted down beneath the waves. War is hell, all right, and on that fateful night, she settled down to rest to a lost Atlantic grave. More than 100 years go by before she would be found, the first to lay a mighty warship down. She ran out with the tide and defied. Oh, glory, now her story can finally be told. That little submarine became a war machine when she went out from Charleston Harbor, where the water was deep and dark and cold. Hey, the water was dark and cold. Hey, the water was dark and cold. And now she sits in Charleston right now. They're actually restoring the Hunley. They found it in the late 90s. They actually discovered it. Took over 100 years to find it. And she's in Charleston right now. They're restoring it, and there will be a museum open to the public here coming up in the next couple of years. It's a very, very, very meticulous process putting this thing back the way it was. And actually, the full story is the Navy owns that submarine. Yeah, they told them, they said, we own that, that's our submarine, you know. And South Carolina said, what? They said, that's spoils of war. However, you can keep it there in the museum.
I just seen go that way and he was by itself.
They said we just want to make it clear that we own that submarine. That's our
I'm
submarine.
kind of worried if I better say something. Okay.
Except Gator Mike.
It only happened once, right?
We're going to give it a quick pause. I'm going to see if I can find Lulu. It's about time for him to get his butt up here and do one. I'm going to go find him and get him up here.
I got that. I got
25th, baby, come down Main, looking for a shop, sold cocaine, cocaine, running around my brain. Now there's a sign in the window, ain't no joke. The sign on the window said no more coke, cocaine, running around my brain. Oh baby, please come soon. This cocaine got me on the moon. Cocaine running around my brain. Oh baby, please come quick. This cocaine got me so sick. Cocaine running around my brain. I said cocaine, cocaine running all around my brain. Good God Almighty, I love that cocaine. Now let's make it one. Cocaine. But hey, people, I really do appreciate the offer, the mirror and the straw. I hate to sound uncool, but I don't do that anymore. 'Cause the price to fly is much too high, so I quit my misbehaving. I'm gonna hang my mirror on the wall, use my blades for shaving. I'm gonna hang my mirror on the wall, use my blades for shaving. Yeah, my nose could use an overhaul, and my soul could use some saving. I quit that shit, but I must admit, I still ain't lost the craving. I'm gonna hang my mirror on the wall and use my blades for shaving. That's right, kids. Now, not long ago, I was high and low. I was ranting, roaring, raving. Up my nose went all the hard-earned money I'd been saving. Yeah, I was roaring, scoring, snorting, and I showed no signs of stopping. I had my mirror off the wall and I used my blades for chopping. But then one night with a powder white and my head about to cave in, searching with a silver spoon for some place to dig my grave in, I looked down at that little white line and this message was engraven. You better hang your mirror on the wall and use your blades for shaving. Come on, kids, join in with me. You better hang your mirror on the wall and use your blades for shaving. Yeah, the price to fly is much too high and the habit is enslaving. So if you live hard, don't disregard this warning flag I'm waving. You better hang your mirror on the wall and use your blades for shaving. You better hang your mirror on the wall and use your blades for shaving. Just say yo. That's a Shel Silverstein song now. I'm going to do another song that Shel wrote. He's one of my favorite. He was my mentor. I knew Shel when I worked down in Key West down there at Capt Tony's saloon. He used to come in quite often and he'd sit over to my left. That would have been your right. And on a bench there up against the wall. And he'd sit over there and watch me. And I ended up getting to meet him and went over to his house one time. Real nice guy. Very, very humble. For as rich as he was, of course he's not with us anymore, as rich as that man was, he was probably the most humble person I've ever known in my life. Am I right? You knew him, didn't you? Right. Yeah, somebody else. Yeah. Anyway, this is another song Shell wrote. This is a great song, y'all. It really is. Well, when I was a lad in a fishing camp, an old man said to me, "You can spend your life, your jolly life, sailing on the sea, and you can search the world for pretty girls till your eyes grow weak and dim. But don't go swimming with the mermaid's son if you don't know how to swim. 'Cause her hair is green as seaweed, her eyes are soft and pale, her body is a work of art. You'll love that girl with all your heart, but you're only gonna love the upper part. You will not like the tail." So I signed on with a whaling ship, and the very first day at sea, I spied a mermaid in the waves, waving after me. "Come live with me in the sea," said she, "down on the ocean floor. I'll show you a million wondrous things you've never seen before." So over I jumped and down we went, down to a seaweed bed. A pillow made of a tortoise shell she placed beneath my head. She fed me shrimp and caviar out of a silver dish. From her head to her waist she was just my taste, but the bottom part was a fish. But her hair is green as seaweed, her eyes are soft and pale, and her body is a work of art. And I love that girl with all my heart, but I only love the upper part. I do not like the tail. But then one day, a sailing ship. But then one day, she caught the stare. Yeah. Then she caught the stare of a millionaire out on a sailing trip. Sorry, I forgot the lyrics, Shell. Sorry, Shell. He tied a diamond ring to a string and he lowered it down in the water, and my love divine fell for his line, and that was the way he caught her. So I sat and cried into the tide, sang to the clams and the whales about how I missed my mermaid bride and the silvery shine of her scales. Then her sister, she swam by and set my heart a-whirl, 'cause the upper part was an ugly fish, but the bottom part was a girl. And her toes are pink and rosy, her knees are soft and pale, her body is a work of art, and I love that girl with all my heart. I don't give a damn about the upper part. That's how I end my tale. Kids love that one. And the beauty of it is they don't get it.
Kids, they claim to fame song. Made it famous. I did with that's the song, Ted.
No, it's really smooth going down. You don't even taste the whiskey. You don't taste it again. All you taste is
Y'all had enough?
No, you're doing great.
Give me that.
We're going to get Lewis up here. I'm going to do one more for you. Get Lewis up here.
Casey?